Welcome to Sir Fritz Social Studies class Economics, and in this video, we will be discovering the circular flow of the economy. Before we get into the circular flow of the economy, we must talk about macroeconomics. Macroeconomics is the study of the national economy. It focuses on the composition and operation of the national economy through various models. One model is the interrelationships among the four key macroeconomic ideas, that is, consumption, employment, production, and income. These four macroeconomic ideas are invariably called the interdependent parts of the economy. Consumption is the purchase and the use of goods and services, while employment refers to the people at work, and production is the processing or combining factors of production, which is the land, labor, and capital, into goods and services. Income is the payment for the inputs used in production and for the goods and services consumed. Another macroeconomic model is the circular flow of the economy that can be described as the economic flow of income, goods, and services. This model explains the interrelationships among the four macroeconomic sectors. We have the consumer sector, business sector, government or public sector, and the rest of the world or the foreign sector. The consumer sector is comprised of private individuals of the economy. The consumer sector is also known as the household sector. According to the National Statistics Office, it is defined as the aggregate of persons, generally but not necessarily bound by ties of kinship, who live together or share in common the household food. It follows that families are not the only ones that comprise the household sector, but also a group of persons who live together under one roof as a household. Then we have the business sector. These are the profit seeking organizations that comprise the business sector of the economy. These organizations are invariably called firms, companies, or enterprises. Entrepreneurs or capitalists are the key people in the business sector. They are commonly called businessmen. They are the people who risk capital to create investment opportunities. And we also have the public sector or the government sector. It is the biggest single economic entity in the country. No other economic unit in the Philippines generates revenue and spends money as much as the national government. Moreover, no single economic entity in the country provides as many job opportunities to the Filipino people as the government does. Lastly, we have the foreign sector. The foreign sector includes anything and everything that lies beyond the borders of a nation. The primary role it plays in the domestic economy is foreign trade. The domestic household, business, and government sectors purchase imports produced in the foreign sector. The circular flow of the economy reflects the components of the national income and the relationship of the four acting sectors of the economy. In describing the national economy, it is taken that the household is the source of the factors of production. Because without the people of the household, there will be no workers that the firms needed to extract the land and produce the goods and services. Then the government collects tax from the income of the household and firms. The household provides labor for the firms to produce goods and services, and in return, the firms provide income to the household that will be used to consume the goods and services being produced. As we analyze further, the chart has two sides. that show the outflow on the left side and inflow on the right side. The outflow shows the leakage of money, and this is when money goes out, while the inflow is when money comes into the national economy. Let us trace the circular flow of the economy by looking into how money moves. In the left side of the chart, it shows the outflow, where the money goes out from the household. We have the tax as one of the outflows of money from the household that goes to the government. The government uses the tax money to create inflow through government expenses by building roads and other public services that the firms and households will benefit. We can also see that the household releases money for savings and it goes to the financial institutions, which are the banks. The banks create an inflow by investing it into firms that generate income. The money that the banks invested in the firms will provide jobs for the household, and it will generate the production of goods and services, and also allow the government to continue collecting tax from the firms that will be used for public service. On the other hand, the household also spend their money on imported products from foreign companies. The money used to spend on foreign product will generate jobs and production of goods and services to the foreign country. The foreign sector can only create inflow when our country exports a product or service to a foreign country. Exports allow foreign money to enter the economy that will generate our local firms to produce goods and services. The income that the local firms earn will be used to pay taxes to the government, create jobs, and continue the cycle of the circular flow of the economy. The circular flow of the economy allows us to have an idea of how the economy works and how resources are distributed. Through this model, national leaders can create policies that can stimulate the economy to perform well, and from a business standpoint, a business leader can plan what to produce, how to produce, and whom to produce. I hope that this discussion will help you understand economics more. Until we meet again, as we unlock the mysteries of our society.